Contest chair full of members and guests. On the 1st of January every year, people make New Year's resolutions. A minute later, an hour later, a day later, a week later, they will break them. And I asked myself, why? Why do people break their New Year's resolution? So I looked at journals, and I found out in a journal that people break their New Year's resolution because it does not make them feel smarter, fitter, or better about themselves. So I got thinking, what New Year's resolution should you do that would make you feel all three? And I found one for you all. And it's called Irish set dancing. Now, firstly, why would set dancing make you feel better, make you feel smarter about yourself? Well, according to a study done in the University of Albert Einstein in New York, they found that people that do set dancing, any form of dancing, can reduce dementia by over a whopping 90%. Now, but why? Well, there's a lot to learn in dancing. So I'm going to introduce you to a small bit of set dancing. Okay? The first thing about set dancing you have to learn is the step. Okay? And in the step, there's 3 types of steps. Because the first step is the real step, and it's very simple. It's hoppa 1, 2, 3, hoppa 2, 2, 3. There's jig steps, which is very simple. It's down 2, 3, down 2, 3. And then there's polkas. Within it can get more advanced. If you're from Clare like me, when you're advancing or retiring, go down, double down, down, double down, 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 double down. Okay? A bit more advanced. But at the same time, you're sending signals from your brain down to your legs and learning the whole time, constantly activating cells that may have gone dormant. The second thing you have to learn is movements. Now, the famous thing about set dancing is the swing. Everybody loves it. So you grab your partner in a cavey hole, whatever, and you go around in a circle. And you go as fast as you can, and faster, and faster, and you keep going till the music doesn't stop. Okay? And finally, then there's movements around the house. Very simply, you go round and around. Now, this may all sound simple to you, but you've got to do this in a sequence. And do you remember when you were in school learning the Fibonacci theorem with all the rabbits and the multiplying effect of them? Well, imagine doing that for many things like advance and retire, dance at home, halfway around the house, advance and retire, do the ducks, shake the hands, clap the hands, do the step, and do the step right, and in time to the music. Can you imagine it? And that's how it's helping your brain. The second thing about set dancing, it makes you feel fitter. It does. There's a study done in the University of Berkshire which found that people that do set dancing, the ordinary dojo like myself, compared to ordinary other people doing other activities, were more fitter. I was confused at this, so I looked into it. So let's just take a game of football. It lasts for 70 minutes, and an average midfielder will run about 8 kilometres. A game of soccer lasts 90 minutes, and a midfielder will run over 10k. And then, say a rugby player would play for a game for 80 minutes and doing a lot of shouldering and everything. But a Keeley in Ireland would last a full 3 hours. 3 hours, everyone. We were hopping and jumping and stepping, going in time to the music, back and forth. Oh yeah. Now, you get fit very fast when you're doing a lot of that, and you lose a lot of weight, and immediately you start to feel better about yourself. The other good thing about set dancing is that you won't get injured. It's very unlikely. Let's just take that example as in rugby, and there's a bit of tackling going on. In rugby there's a lot of rocking, and there's a lot of tackling, and there's a lot of diving down the ground and everything. Then the football, like soccer, there's a lot of sliding around to the left and to the right, and knocking people down. All this is going on. So you're more than likely going to get injury. But in set dancing, it doesn't happen. You just advance and retire. You're holding your partner, and you're treating her well. So obviously you're getting fitter, and you're feeling better about yourself and less injuries. And the third thing about set dancing, it improves your self-esteem. There's a study done at the University of Limerick that found, when they surveyed over 30,000 people, that people that do set dancing have a higher self-esteem compared to any other activity that people may undertake. Wow. Now I can relate to that. I'm going back here now. And I go, pretend this is the bar in a nightclub back in Lumbeg in West Clare, and I am 16 years old. Here I am, watching every lovely girl out on the dance floor, and I'm drinking. Drinking pints of Guinness. And I'm ready to go out, and I go back for one more. And the girls have been taken away with all the lovely lads that have the confidence, and I don't have it. And then I go out on the floor eventually, and they will scatter all over the place. Like, you know, like a raging bull like a bull in Spain. So now what do? I go take Katie, and I go out to the middle of the dance floor. And I'm first tops, and there's no one around me. And I simply put up my hand. And the girls will come running! Everybody, they just come everywhere! Like what they had with the Lynx ad. And the girls are coming over the mountain, down the beach and everywhere. Oh my God, I can't believe myself here. And look, what the amazing thing is, I've no deodorant on. I'm buckets of sweat after 3 hours of moving. It's crazy, I'm telling you. So there you go, folks. When you're making a New Year's resolution again, I want you to think about it. Make sure it makes you feel fitter, smarter, and make yourself feel better about yourself. And if you choose a resolution that does that, it will be successful. Thank you.